What's up, guys? Jordan here, coming to you from Snider Motorsports in Spearman, Texas, and I'm going to give you a detailed and comprehensive walk around of the new 2018 Polaris RZR 1000 RS-1. Guys, this is a video that you've been looking for. We have the machine. It's here in the showroom, and I got to tell you, I've been in it and ridden it and experienced it. I'm here to tell you this is a totally new machine. I ride RZRs, Mavericks, Rangers, whatever, you name it, bikes. This is different. It's a different experience than anything I've ever been in or had personally. You're right in the middle of the action. But anyway, let's just get to it. We'll look at the few things and then we'll talk. So guys, up front, okay? So this thing has the same width. It's as wide as a full-size RZR 1000 XP, okay? So you're not losing any width. This is not a trail machine. I mean, it would be awesome on the trails, but it's not gonna fit down a 50-inch restricted trail. So it's 64 inches wide. You got the full-size tires. They're the 29-inch. Also, you got the Walker Evans shocks on all four corners. And it's actually pretty neat because the suspension is the same as a RZR. So, I mean, you get the smooth ride, the excellent travel, you know, what you kind of come to expect from the RZR 1000. So guys, again, phenomenal setup here. Suspension like you're used to. It's a full-size machine, except you sit right in the middle, so it's awesome. Okay, so it's got a trunk in the front here, okay? Pull the hood, got a little storage area. It's got a seal on it, it's pretty nice. You can pull the hood out. Underneath is your battery, so it's kind of a nice battery replacement. I like that. It's got room for a larger battery if you want to do a bigger battery. Also got your fuse box here, so it's easy to access at all times. Okay, throw that back in. Hood goes on like that. All right, moving to the center, into the cockpit. I call it a cockpit because, man, this thing is like a fighter jet. You feel like when you're climbing into it and you're sitting in it, you feel so, you know, in the middle. You're in the central location, the best seat in the house, and this is where it's at, guys. So you have full control over the machine right here. Whether you're taking a hard left, a hard right, I mean, you are in it, and it's planted, and it's perfect. Guys, a couple of the cool features, kind of some quirks in here. This really isn't a quirk, but it's pretty neat. The whole cluster tilts with the column. So no matter how tall you are, how short, you know, whatever, your column, you know, everything's right here in front of you. You can see it. It's very easy to see and read. It's digital and also in the analog form as well. So that's pretty nice. Also, here you have all your switches. So your shifter, your extra cutouts for additional switches for accessories, which we know will be there. You have another one here next to the ignition switch, which is right here. Also your lights and your four-wheel drive switch. You have decent storage in the dash. You know, I mean, it's decent. It's what you'd expect. Down here, it's pretty neat. It's kind of unique. This has two brake pedals. Okay, so you know what's the whole deal with that? This is so you can ride like normal and use your brake and your throttle with one foot. Or you guys know that if you race, it's always nice to have your foot on the brake and the gas so that you can change it on an instant. So you can, you know, brake real hard, throttle up, whatever you got to do in the tight corners. So that is what that's for. So you can utilize both or one. It doesn't matter. So that's kind of a nice touch. Also, in the floorboard, you have two of the drains for the mud, so you can drain your mud out if you get it in the floorboard. Okay, so because this thing has the harness in it, which we went ahead and did the Evo pass-through in this one, just to kind of, you know, you definitely want a harness if you're in a machine like this. You're going to be driving aggressively. The harness is a nice feature. You don't want the seatbelt kind of digging into your neck, so we went ahead and did that. The seat is adjustable. Behind the seat is where the air filter is. You got kind of an inspection cover that you pull off. You pull the seat out like normal, and you have your air filter right behind you, which, by the way, is the blue. It's the blue Element filter. So it's the premium filter that's in it from the factory. All right, to the back. Something neat on this, kind of a signature look, kind of unique to the RS1, is this tail light. So this is an LED tail light. It is also your brake light, so when you depress the brakes, it does intensify. Really nice looking exhaust. I mean, this is all stocks, but it looks really good. Sounds decent. It sounds just like a RZR 1000 wood stock. Guys, you do have the same suspension. So these trailing arms, the radius rods, and the CV shafts are the same. I'm talking same exact part number off of the RZR Turbo. And we're actually working on a long travel kit for this machine, but all the suspension back here is the same as a Turbo. All right, so Yeah, 64 inches wide, so you get the full-size width and the good travel. A cool fact and neat little quirk back here, you pull this inspection cover back here off, which someone's already twisted this in the wrong way, of course. Okay, pull that off. Your radiator is in the back. So you have two fans, radiators in the back. It's like the best place you can put that radiator. It's out of the, the danger zone in the front, so any kind of impact is not going to damage your cooling system. Plenty of room, just as a side note, there's plenty of room in here for a turbo, just so you know. Which we are going to be developing a kit for this thing, making about 250 at the crank, and we're going to see what we can turn this up to after we build that motor, which we will be doing soon. You do have your reservoirs for your shocks up here. These are the Walker Evans with the remote reservoirs. A little storage area up here. You got metal hooks that you can tie onto to store some cargo. And then also, your clutch and engine intakes are here. Okay, so under the hood. I think that's a great idea for them to do. On the sides, it kind of takes away from the styling and also isn't that effective, but that is a good idea. All right, so guys, also real quick, these side panels with a couple quick snaps and a couple hooks right here, these side panels just come right off very easily. So they go on and off very easily so you can access your engine bay. Also, a nice touch they did here is on the fuel cap. Not only is it a clicker, so you know how tight they get, but also if you're in a hurry and you're putting gas in, it won't fall off. That's unique, so the RS-1 has that, which I thought was pretty nice. All RZRs and everything should have that, because that thing always falls in the sand. So guys, stay tuned. This machine is in stock. It's not spoken for, it is for sale. My number is 806-330-1439. Call me, get it done, put a card on it, you got it. And we got great rates on the financing, guys. It's available. So again, this is Jordan coming to you from Snider Motorsports in Spearman, Texas. Thank you.